Hi, for this experiment we need to have 60 milliliters of water in different cups for each substance. Then we have to put half the substance in each cup. Here I'm putting the paraffin, then I'm putting half a tablespoon of cooking oil, and then half a tablespoon of alcohol. And then we have to stir it for at least 1 minute. After stirring each substance for 1 minute, with the oil we could see that it doesn't mixes completely with the water. Some part stays like in the upper layer. With the paraffin we can also see that it doesn't dissolve too well with the water. Some of it stayed in the spoon, and other part of it stayed like in the walls of the glass. And with the alcohol, apparently it mixed well with the water because we can see a difference. And now we will wash these dishes and repeat the same steps with mineral oil.
Hello, today we're going to be doing the experiment for solubility for baking powder and sugar. Right now I'm just placing my other glove. I have already the glasses prepared here. I am going to be using 2 glasses since I'm going to be testing 2 substances. I already have the water in here, and the only thing I'm going to do is to add a half teaspoon of each substance that I'm going to be testing, which are going to be sugar. So I'm going to put some sugar in here. And in the other one, I'm going to put some baking powder, which I cannot open, by the way. Hold on. There we go. So we just grab some baking powder and dump it in here. And, oh, it started bubbling. I don't know whether that's good or not. So now I'm going to grab this little stick and just stir it. And it automatically just dissolves. And the other one, which is sugar, it takes a little while, but I can't see that it is dissolving. So I'm just going to stir this for a while and I'll come back when I know what happens. Okay, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this one is the sugar one and it is completely dissolved. And this one is a baking powder one, which is also entirely dissolved. So yeah, both of them dissolve in water. And here we have salt in water, and as you can see there are no crystals as opposed to when it was in oil, so we can say that salt is soluble in water but not in oil.
Now we try each substance on mineral oil and stir it for about 1 minute. Paraffin is not soluble with mineral oil. The same with alcohol is not soluble with mineral oil. Finally, we stir cooking oil with mineral oil for minimum 1 minute. Mineral oil and cooking oil are miscible.
I'm back with new glasses. Now they have mineral oil, and we're going to be testing the same substances. So I'm going to put sugar in this one. And I'm going to put some baking powder in the other one. Now we just need to stir. And this one seems to be a lot more difficult. I can see lumps at the bottom of this. Sugar is kind of dissolving, but I'm going to keep stirring and I'll come back. Okay, so this one is sugar, and as you can see, it really didn't just dissolve. I can still see some crystals in there, although I was stirring constantly and it just didn't dissolve. And now with baking powder, it was weird. it kind of did dissolve, but not entirely. There are still some lumps in there, as you can see. So it is slightly soluble, I'd say. Our last substance was salt, and I don't think you can really see it, but there are a lot of crystals at the bottom. It almost looks like sand, and it didn't dissolve in oil. So salt is not soluble in oil.
We could see that alcohol combusts really quickly when put into heat.
We're on to experiment number 2, which is combustibility. I have no idea, but if it makes combustion or not. So I have my damp clothing here, my spoon, and my candle. And now I'm just going to grab the first substance, which is going to be sugar. Place it in the damp cloth and wait. I just hope my I just hope my spoon doesn't get burnt or something. I've been here for a while and nothing's really happening. Even like some grains of sugar fell down, which I'm sure shouldn't have happened, but it did, and they're just chilling there. They didn't make sparks or anything. So I would say that sugar is not really, doesn't have combustibility because it didn't happen anything. So I'll move on to the next substance, which is baking powder. And I'm gonna place it in here and wait. Again, with baking powder, nothing really happened. It sometimes started smelling like something was burning, but that could be my candle. And aside from that, nothing happened. There were no sparks or... For last, we're doing the combustibility test on salt. And nothing's happening for now. There are no sparks whatsoever. After a while, no sparks were shown or lights, so we can conclude that salt does not conduct electricity.